Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This is Rebecca Mary here, and I have the second video to a two-part series where I was showing all of the artwork I did in 2016. So before I showed the sketchbooks of 2016, and now I have the artwork of 2016. So first off, I thought I would just show these little customized moleskine sketchbooks. So I'm doing these because I'm doing a convention this April. It's called CecilCon. So if you're in the Maryland area, I will be there. So some of them have plain paper, and then some of them have this lined paper. And I want to do quite a bit more of these, but these are the ones that I've done so far. I really like this guy. It took me a lot longer than I expected to spend on these, but he came out pretty cool. Then I have this big portfolio filled with stuff, but let's leave that to last and show these bigger artworks. So I have this one. This one I did in September of 2016, and yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I don't really like it, but you know, I did it. Yep. Then I have this one. This one feels really cool to touch because it has like inks and stuff in it. It's very like rough and it's very sparkly. I did this for my Christmas video, so yep, very festive. And excuse me if my voice sounds a little like hoarse. I've had a cough and a cold, so I'm just now feeling like I can talk for a video, but it's still a little funny sounding. So this, if you watch my sketchbook tour video, I had a sketch of this in there, and this was my husband. He wanted to start a gaming channel, and his gaming tag is Winded Walrus, so he wanted me to make up some kind of little icon or character for him, and this is what he decided on. So, yep, I just did it in Copic marker, and it's a walrus with the top hat and an eyeglass. Yep. So here's this little guy. I think he turned out pretty cool. He's well, I mean, he's a deer, and I wanted to have like this very fuzzy looking background of the forest, kind of like mythical. Yep, I did him in watercolor and ink. I think I used the Pentel pocket brush pen and my Cotman watercolors. Oh, and I also used a white gel pen, and I used the Signo uni-bal white gel pen. Then there's this painting, which I did in fall. As you can tell, I named it Autumn Friends because she's got a little rabbit here, a fox, there's an owl, and she's just reading, and I like how this looks. And I always meant to turn it into a YouTube video, but I never did. I have it filmed, so maybe I'll do that one day, even though I feel like since it's not autumn anymore, the chance is gone. But I don't know, I really like her. She's cute. And I love the little face of the tree. So this is a barn swallow painting I did. I don't like how this turned out. I feel like I could have done a lot better on it. But, I mean, you practice and that's how you get better. I wanted to try like making it look like a bush where there's lots of the sticks and the leaves in the foreground and then these lighter ones in the background. And I don't know if I pulled off the depth that I was looking for, but I learned a lot when doing it, and that's all that matters, right? Next is this little leopard painting I did, and this is another one that I did off camera. So I wanted to do like a snowy scene, but I wasn't quite sure how to do that. Sorry, my voice keeps cracking. I wasn't quite sure how to do that, and I think it turned out okay. I think you get the idea that it's snowing, which is what I wanted to do, so then that is a success, I'd say. Oh, this is upside down. This is a painting that I put up on my channel a while ago when I first started it, and it's huge. It's really big. I don't even know if I can fit it all on camera here. Yeah. So yeah, I had this idea of this girl kind of in the middle of nowhere on this log fishing just kind of, I guess, staring off into nature. I love spending time in nature. I go fishing sometimes with my husband, but I usually just end up sitting there staring at what's going on and enjoying being outside. So that's kind of what I had her doing. I'll show you the whole thing. Down here I just have tree roots, and then there she is, and then it goes up, and yep. And if you want to see the full process of this, I have it up on my YouTube channel. So for this piece, it is Jane from Disney's Tarzan, and that is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Disney movie. So I decided to do Jane, kind of in a more realistic style, I guess. And I like how she turned out because it's so bright, and I think her skin looks very alive and there's like a glow. So I think that turned out pretty well, even if her eyes are a little, you know, messed up, but that's okay. This one I am probably the least happy with. I really love how the Copic markers looked on this toned paper. Dog, do you have to squeak your toy now? Doggy. Anyway, I love how the Copics looked on this tan paper, and I like the textures I got and the lines. I think it looks really awesome, especially down here with the plants. But her anatomy is wrong, and her lips I messed up on, and when you mess up when you're doing the inking process, it kind of is a pain to fix. I pretty much made her have huge lips, and I made them purple to cover up because purple was such a dark color, I thought it would cover up the ink better, which it does, but it's not something I could make a print of or anything like that, because you can see it in a print how her, like the details, you can see how her lips I messed up on the inking part, and her body is not quite correct. So maybe it's something I could redo. I think I would love to redo this. Yeah, maybe I'll do this as a draw it again challenge. That would be fun. Yeah, I would like that. So look out for that. I'll do that soon. And then this is just, I had gotten gouache for the first time, and I just wanted to try it out on something pretty simple, and so I just did this really up close picture of a flower, and I really liked gouache. I was surprised at how much it reminded me of watercolor and acrylic. So yeah, there's that. So I have to admit, this one I did not do in 2016, but I wanted to show it on this video because it's a very special piece to me. It holds a lot of sentimental value. It's something I don't think I could ever sell, because this was like one of the first things I did out of my own imagination, without any kind of tutorials or help, and I liked how it turned out. And it was also my first time using ink and watercolor together. I had used them separately, but this is when I was first getting into watercolor, and I saw people doing things with ink and watercolor, and I thought I would like to try it, and this was the first thing that I did, and yeah, I really love it still. I did it, let's see, I did it March 2015. So yeah, it holds a lot of value to me sentimentally, and it's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever done still. So this one, I had the idea of doing like a wasteland kind of scene, and here there's a little hiker and like this bridge and like mountains and wasteland, and then down here in this cave there's a huge metal man tinkering around with all the stuff, and I just wanted to portray that in an image, and this is what I came up with. Again, it's another really big piece that I can't fit onto camera. But yeah, I like this one too. Before I show you these, I have 3 more originals that I really like that I want to show you, so I'll just kind of put the image up here. So this one is my isolation picture. It's one of my favorites I've ever done, and right now it's up in a gallery at CecilCon, where they're having their convention. They're having a art gallery beforehand, so it's up there. Then there's also this one here. This is my 3 witches painting. I really love this one as well. Both of those so far are a video on my YouTube channel. One is also up at the convention. And then lastly I have this one, which is named Shadow. And I did this one specifically for this art show and this convention. And I filmed it as well, so I think I'm going to make that a video soon. Alright, so now on to this. So when you open up the page, I have this little cartoon version of me. I did this when I first started my YouTube channel and all my social media, and that was my icon. And I still really like it, but it just looked a little dark, so I needed something new. So then this is another one of those paintings I really like. It's titled Treehouse, and it's like if maybe like a fairy or elves or maybe just people live in a tree, and I have the little cracks in the trees maybe as the windows. There's a little house and a bridge, and I don't know, I really enjoy this one. It was really fun to make up. Here's a peacock. This is what I use now as my icon, and I have it in this little mat board because I currently have it up for sale in my Etsy shop. I'll link that below as well. So yeah, it's matted because I wanted to sell it in a mat. And then here's a little bird. And then here I have some 5x7 small originals that I want to sell at the convention. So I have this little Arctic fox, another little Arctic fox, these watercolor roses, and then this little backpacker fox. This I did quite a long time ago. It's 2014, but you can see that was my watercolor skills back then. So, yep. This is the first thing I ever did in gouache. I remember coming home after buying the paints and decided to do this. And I had also bought those metallic watercolors, the shimmery watercolors, and so I did that over top. So you can kind of see it has like a shimmer to it. I don't know if you can tell under the plastic, but yep. So that's my gouache hummingbird that I did. Then this here is a watercolor and ink painting I did of a Florida scrub jay. There you go. It's hard to show these in the plastic. So there you go. And this was also done before 2016. I believe this was 2015. But yeah, it's just a simple little sunflower painting. And then this one here is a watercolor painting of some raspberries, and I really like how this turned out. I'm quite proud of this, but unfortunately I filmed it and I don't know where some of the footage went. I put it all into the folder, and when I went back and looked at it, it was missing over half of the footage. I don't know if there was some kind of corruption or if I just didn't move over all the footage and never realized. But anyway, maybe I'll find that footage eventually. Maybe I put it in the wrong folder, but I don't know. There's this painting. And then here's these two. Again, sorry about my voice. I can feel it like coming in and out, but I really wanted to get this video out, so I'm filming anyway. Please excuse my crackly voice for today. When I first got into watercolor, I really enjoyed painting birds. I love birds. Yeah, I kind of am a fan of birds, so I painted a lot of them. I still do paint a lot of birds. And here is just a Bulbasaur evolution painting I did. And then here's two paintings. I'll show this one first and try not to get any glare on it. So this one is just kind of more of a storybook idea, and I have some woodland animals like having a picnic in the forest, and it's kind of got these swirly trees to give it more like a children's book vibe. So there's that one. And then this one here, I have, too much glare, hold on. This one here, I have a toad. This is Copic's on tone paper with some white gel pen. So I have this toad on this like little forest floor area, and I think this one turned out kind of cute. So then this is a video up on my YouTube channel. This is Pokemon new starters for Sun and Moon. And then here I have a little Jack Frost sketch. I was just watching Guardians, so I decided to sketch him. I had this grand idea of like this snowflake with like geometric shapes in the back. I don't know if you can see, there's like lines in the back, and like dripping, and I don't know. It didn't turn out. I'll give you that. It didn't turn out. It was not what I pictured in my mind, but it turned into something. Here is this little designs thing I did. I was trying to do something very like, I don't even know what I was going for here, but yeah, there's this guy, and it's funny, after I did it, it kind of looks like Darth Vader, like his helmet. Do you see it? I had not planned this. I wanted to do some kind of like geometric fox design, and then I was like, alright, I'll do some swirly things and make it look like a triangle by adding these, and now it looks like Darth Vader's helmet. But that's okay, maybe it is Darth Vader's helmet. It'd be a cool helmet design though. Maybe I should make this a helmet design. Yeah. So again, these are some bookmarks that I want to sell at the convention. Just making some of those. Here's a little artist trading card of Ghastly. Ghastly is my favorite Pokemon ever. I don't know, he's just so cute. I know he's not like a big favorite, but I think he is just so adorable with his big eyes, and yeah, anyway, he's cute. So I made this for a friend, which I'm going to send out soon. Here is a acrylic painting I did on a wood panel of a Chinese dragon, and it turned out really, really nice. And then I was like, you know what, I should varnish this. It kind of smeared the painting a little bit. I had waited 24 hours, but maybe I should wait longer, or maybe I should use the spray varnish because it smeared it. So everything is not as crisp and as sharp as it was before, but it still looks pretty awesome. And probably only I would notice that there's a difference. My husband was like, it looks the same, and I was like, no, it doesn't. But yeah, there's that little guy. And then that's it. Yep. There you go. And then in the back here I have some photographs when I was into photography. I took some photographs, but you know. That's my cat. Meow. That's my mom. But yeah, I was into photography for a bit, so there's some old stuff back there, but that's from like 2011. So anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this tour of 2016 artwork, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and kind of saw my art journey. So if you haven't seen the sketchbook tour of 2016, I'll link that below in the description box, so that way you can see all of the stuff that I did in the year of 2016. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.